Let's talk about one of the most frustrating things for any service business, how your service area settings actually affect your rankings in search. I bet this sounds familiar. You know for a fact that there are customers who need you just a few miles down the road in the very next town, but for some reason, they just can't find you online. It's like you hit an invisible wall as soon as you cross the city limit. And you did what you thought was the right thing, right? You went into your business profile, you carefully added all the towns, all the zip codes you serve. You know you do great work there, but crickets. The phone just isn't ringing from that part of town. It feels like you're just shouting into the wind. So what's really going on here? Well, what you're running up against is what we call the invisible fence. It's a digital barrier and it's incredibly common. You're all set to take on work in that neighboring town. You've got the trucks, you've got the team, but this invisible digital fence seems to be holding you back, blocking you from perfectly good customers and costing you actual money in jobs you never even get a chance to bid on. Now, when you're faced with this problem, it's really easy to fall for a common trap. We call it the bigger is better myth. The thought process makes sense on the surface. Well, hey, if I'm not showing up over there, I'll just make my service area bigger. I'll add another 10 miles to the radius, throw in a few more zip codes. That's gotta work. It feels like the logical fix. But here's the honest truth. That approach just doesn't work. In fact, obsessing over the lines you draw on a map is one of the biggest time wasters for business owners. It sends you down the completely wrong path, and it takes your focus off the things that actually make the phone ring. So, what's really happening? To get it, you have to totally change how you think about a service area. You need to see it as a filter, not a booster. This is the huge misunderstanding right here. The myth is that making your service area bigger will improve your rank. But the reality? Your service area just makes you eligible to show up. Think of it this way. It's the ticket that gets you into the stadium. It has absolutely no say in how good your seats are. Let me put it another way. Your service area is basically an on-off switch. If a potential customer is searching from inside the boundary you set, you can show up. If they're outside that boundary, you won't, period. It has nothing to do with whether you show up on page 1 or page 10. And hey, this isn't just a theory. It's how these search systems are built. Adding more cities to your list isn't going to magically boost your ranking there. All it does is tell the search engine, yep, this business is an option here. I love this analogy. Think of your service area as a fence, not a spotlight. The fence just draws the property line. It tells people where your yard begins and ends. It doesn't act like a giant spotlight making your house shine brighter for everyone inside that fence. Okay, so if spending hours messing with your service area map is a waste of time, what should you be doing? Let's talk about what actually moves the needle and gets you ranking higher. All right, listen up, because this is probably the most important sentence in this entire explainer. Your ranking power doesn't come from that big, sprawling map you drew. It all radiates out from the single physical address you use to verify your business listing. That verified address is your home base. It's your digital center of gravity. Your search rankings are going to be strongest right around that point, and they get weaker and weaker the farther a customer is from it. That's the power of proximity, and it trumps almost everything else. So if you really want to rank better, this is where you put your energy. Number 1, proximity to that home base. Number 2, your customer reviews, both the quality and the quantity. And here's a little pro tip. When customers mention their city in a review, that's pure gold. Then you've got making sure your listing is 100% complete, every single field filled out. And finally, engagement. Are people actually clicking, calling, or asking for directions from your profile? So the big takeaway here is really a major shift in strategy. It's time to stop focusing on drawing lines on a map and start focusing on building a rock-solid, provable reputation. Let's make this super practical. Stop obsessively tweaking your service area map. Instead, start systematically asking every single happy customer for a review. Stop setting a gigantic, unrealistic service area. Instead, start asking those customers to please mention what city they're in when they leave that review. And stop hoping the map will get you calls, and start actively building proof that you do great work in the places you want to grow. At the end of the day, your strategy can't be about fighting with map lines. It has to be about building genuine, provable authority in the communities you actually want to work in. It's about real-world trust. So I'll just leave you with this one thought to chew on. What if the real key to breaking through that invisible fence and actually growing your business's reach has nothing to do with the map at all, but has everything to do with the feedback from your happy customers? If you found this helpful and you want more practical insights just like this, go ahead and subscribe. And if you'd rather have a team of experts handle all this for you so you can just focus on booking more jobs, check out the folks at Proper Marketers.